Christmas tree all lit up and a mantle beautifully decorated, holly on a garland, stockings filled and hung, presents sorted and wrapped. All is prepared. Now all that's left is to simply await the morning. Hello everyone and welcome back to Liana DIY. Today's video is in collaboration with some good old YouTube friends, so once you're done watching my video, be sure to check the description box for their channels. Today we are going to be creating a small mantle piece. I'm starting off with a thin bit of wood. This is actually a balsa bundle pack that I got. I'm just going to remove this label, and then as you can see here, we are going to be using some Jenga wooden blocks so that we create our mantle. So I set it all up just in rough without gluing it down off camera, and I decided that I need to cut one of the Jenga blocks. So you can see here I've kind of cut it in half really. So you just need one that's cut in half and the rest are good to go. So I'm using a total of 5 pieces just as they are, and then the 6th piece is the one that I have just cut in half. So you're going to start by taking your half, adding some hot glue. You can use E6000 if you like, and we're just going to stick the two together. And then once you've done that, you want to take your platform, whatever you're using, and you want to stick the Jenga blocks in the middle. Make sure it's nice and centered, so I've got them even on both sides here. And then I'm going to stick this block down. So we're just going to carry on building it, taking another wood block, adding some hot glue, and we're just going to stick it on the side here. And then for my top two, stick them together again, and I've designed it so that the edges of the tumble blocks come out a little bit. So let me just flip this over. This is how I'm having mine. As you can see, we've got lots of empty space in our mantle. You can use cardboard if you like. I've just got this thin piece of balsa from the same bundle, and I've measured it as you can see. I've got my pencil marks there, and then I'm going to cut it and we're just going to stick it at the back. Now I'm just going to fill the centre of the mantle. I'm taking the same balsa wood and I've cut it size, and I'm just going to apply some glue, and then we're going to stick it in there like this. Now for the inside of my mantle, I chose to have a fire. So I went onto the internet and I found something that I like. I've managed to size it up in 3 different sizes just because I'm not sure what's going to work. I'm going to cut it out and then we're going to stick it on, and I'm going to use my double-sided tape to do this because it's paper, so when I use glue it kind of shows through and I just don't like that. So I've got my double-sided tape on there. Just going to peel it back and then apply one more just across. And now we're ready to stick it in. Now we're going to move on to creating a garland for our mantelpiece, and I'm going to use this pine garland here, just cutting it size with my pliers, and then we're going to stick it on and we're going to just carry on decorating. I'm going to be using some of these Christmas embellishments. They've got little foam pads at the back so you can stick them on. And I'm just going to add some hot glue to this because it's not sticky at all. And then we're going to glue them on throughout the garland. I'm going to be creating 2 stockings to hang on either side of our mantelpiece. So I'm taking this felt piece of material and I've just drawn one out, and because I'm going to need 2 pairs, I'm going to need 4 of these. So I'm going to cut this out and we're going to use this as a template to create all the others. Now I'm just going to glue the 2 together. I was going to stuff it, but I think because it's so small I don't really need to, because the 2 together create enough depth. So I'm just going to stick it as it is. So as you just saw, I wrapped the pipe cleaner around, and I'm not going to need to hot glue it in place because it's quite sturdy as it's got wire in there already. And now I'm just going to hot glue it, if Leo lets me, to the edge of our mantelpiece like this. So I decided to place the two stockings on top of each other like this, rather than have another one at the end, and that's because I'm going to place some trees here. So this side is going to be kind of hidden, and this side looked a little empty, so that's why I decided on that. And these are the trees that I'm going to be using. This one has like some lights with it, but I'm probably going to actually remove this because it's red lights and it doesn't look that great. This is a bigger one and it's darker green, so I'm going to have that come right here at the back. And then I'm going to take two smaller trees. This is in the size medium, and this one is a cream colour and a lighter green. And I'm going to arrange them just like this. And then you can stick them down with your hot glue as well. I'm going to be creating a faux fur rug for this area here. To do that, I am taking this old fur collar from a coat, and I'm just going to cut it, and then we're going to stick it on using our hot glue. It's pretty thick, so I'm hoping I can make it a little bit thinner. So I've just cut this down quite a lot so that I am happy with it, and it's not too thick now, and it really does look like a little faux fur rug. I love it. So I'm just going to glue this down, and then I think we've just got maybe one more thing that I'll add here, and then I hope that we are done. To finish up, I'm going to be taking one of these presents. This one is in scale, the rest are too big, so what I've done is just pulled it off. You can see the hot glue there, and I cut it because it was all tied together with some ribbon. So I'm just going to hot glue this down, and then I'm going to place it in the corner just here. And then I was debating if I should just leave the rug plain or add a little bit to it. So I had this Dalmatian dog, for example, but that didn't look right. I also was contemplating whether I should add this cat instead of that gift, but it was too big, it just wasn't in scale. So that left me with these two cats, and I added both. It looked too much, so I'm just going with one. And I think that looks perfect, so I'm just going to place it there. And this is the finished project. It's just so adorable. Every time I see it, I'm smiling. I love the little rug and the cat, and I think that the mantle came out so good. I just love that fire. It makes it look so realistic. If you've enjoyed watching, let me know by leaving me a thumbs up and a comment, and of course make sure you're subscribed. Have a great time with your families, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!